All right, it is Sunday, July 12th, and we are back for the finale of Spider-Noir on Amazon. So,
Yay.
oh no! I was wondering what y'all's opinion was going to be on this, because like last week was kind of a nothing burger, it seemed like, and so with some different things coming up these last two episodes, I was like, maybe, just maybe, we finished out strong. But let's start off with episode 7, Nobody's Hero. You got Ben sulking in a bar, and then he's called to action and decides he's going to sit there and start to cure these metahumans, and then he all of a sudden loses his powers. It's kind of an odd episode. But, Jeremy, what is your whelming on this?
I was underwhelmed. It didn't, I don't know. It didn't capture my attention. He was just, like you said, he was just sitting in a bar, sulking most of the time. And I don't know. It just didn't get me going on this one. I was not a fan.
Well, all right then. Richard?
Yeah, I was so underwhelmed. Like, I was conflictedly whelmed and underwhelmed, because this was both the most and least amount of Spider-Man in this episode.
What do you mean?
I'll get into it, but like, we had some very Spider-Man type things in this episode, but also stuff that Spider-Man would absolutely not do, and that kind of continues on into the next episode. But still, I was just like, okay, this is weird.
Maybe it's the way that I watched this episode, because like I started watching the first, I don't know, however many minutes of it, like 10, 15 or whatever, and I was kind of bored.
Black and white to color and everything.
No, I'm not a monster. I did not change which way I was watching it at all. I stuck with black and white through the entire series. That
boy ain't right.
Right? However, I sat down to watch, like actually sit there and watch the last, middle to end of the episode, and I was like pleasantly whelmed with what I got. Like, I really enjoyed a lot of the fight scenes, and there was some stuff that I had whatever kind of beef with, but like overall for me, I felt like this was like the best episode of the series.
Really?
For me, maybe I'm just missing something on earlier episodes, but I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Well,
that is, I mean, I could see that. Like, I don't necessarily think this is my least favorite. I know I'm giving it like a underly whelmed, but like, we got the most Spider-Man fighting like people in this that was at least interesting to see, because the next one was such a fart in the wind. But there was just like bizarre things like that happen. Like, again, this whole series in general is bizarre. It's just bizarre. Like, cause like it's called Spider-Man Noir. It's mostly a noir, but even then it's not even like that much of a noir. It's just more of a series, like with that's black and white and everyone's wearing like 60s clothes. Like, it's not, it doesn't really have any of the tropey noir stuff. It's like a modern day story with like noir paint on it, and then seasoned with a little bit of Spider-Man on top, for like garnished on top. You can tell I'm a fat guy. I talk in food lingo, but
talking food. That's great. You keep hinting towards like the weird and the bizarre. Like, what was so weird and bizarre?
So the bar fight is so fucking weird and just way out of character for a Peter Parker, Ben Reilly, whatever you want to call it. Like the line of him being like, "Don't you think he gets sad and tired and lonely?" And he, I get that part, but then he's sitting there like webbing people, and he's just like web, and he kicks one guy into the bar, and I'm like, that guy is dead, just straight up dead. But it felt not Spider-Man at all, where he goes off and then comes back, and he's, he takes his verbal beating and then goes and puts his mask on and then beats these guys up. And I was just like, I don't know, maybe there was maybe if you had built up for more of that, but this was just one season and it just felt way out of character for me for that character.
See, I thought it was kind of par for this version of Spider-Man just because of everything else the story was doing and building up towards, but
yeah, I mean, that's kind of the way I looked at it too. Like, I definitely wasn't a fan of it necessarily, just because like what you had said, Richard, that whole thing of him going web, like I was like, oh, shut up. Like, it was so stupid and annoying.
Yeah.
But like him getting all depressed and then kind of getting wound up like that, like, to me, that kind of fit the way that they had portrayed him throughout this. And I'm not like obviously not a fan of it, but like it to me at least still kind of fit his character in this series and the way they've played it.
Yeah, I think it mostly just boils down to what I was like envisioning in my head, and it just wasn't the series at all. It just, I wanted something akin to like Who Framed, like not as silly, but like Who Framed Roger Rabbit with like a murder mystery whodunit, and like Ben Reilly's the main character and he's the Spider. There's no like he stopped being the Spider bullshit.
Yeah.
And he's using his powers to like investigate this one murder and figure out what's going on. Or it didn't even have to be a murder, just some sort of mystery, like whatever, like Silvermane's, bringing like super powered people are popping up in the city, and he's got to figure like it's all somehow linked to Silvermane. He's got to figure out why. And he's using his spider powers to like investigate and solve this mystery. And then like there's the like femme fatale Cat Hardy like in here, and she's like a semi love interest / kind of villain towards him. And instead it's this weird, it's just all weird. It's just weird. It's just like a more modern day, just bog standard kind of like show on Netflix or Amazon Prime, whatever you want to, whatever pay, I'll copy and paste whatever streaming service you want to put on there.
Yeah, I liked what you were saying, like here and also last week, the way you would envision the series, and almost having like a villain of the week, where it was like this week he goes against the Sandman, you know what I mean? And that to me would have been way more appealing. And I honestly thought with as much like the spider that we saw on this episode, I was picturing that like throughout the series of, like each episode would have the kind of like what you were talking about as well, though, where each episode would have the spider and he'd be, fighting somebody or doing something. And like, that's not what we got here at all.
Yeah.
So that is disappointing.
It's all very disappointing. And like even the stuff that we got as the spider, like none of it was really like none of the fights really wowed me at all.
Yeah. No.
There was one or two scenes of web slinging that I thought was good. And again, I want to point out, I've said this, I think every time we reviewed it, this is the most expensive Spider-Man property ever. And it must have just went to just building this whole, Great Depression 60s. Is it the 60s? I forget now. Anyway, set.
It's since it's World War 1930s.
No, 30. That's right. It's pre World War I. Yeah. Or post World War I. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. So it's just all very like meh. Like it should have been called Spider-Noir.
Poor Ben Reilly.
And that was the other thing. Is this Ben Reilly? Is it Peter Parker? I don't know. I'm doing like a whole review of the whole series now. But back to the actual episode, there was one part where I was like, they're trying to cure Lonnie,
Yeah.
And they're fighting. And
fuck.
I was like, just stab him in the eye. And like within 2 seconds of saying that, he gets stabbed in the eye. And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like grabbing my eye. Like, I was just like, oh, I wish I hadn't said that.
No joke though. Like I asked last week, I was like, how are they even gonna be able to cure Lonnie? And you said something about, well, he could probably drink it, and I was like, okay, that seems feasible. But then the same thing, I was watching it and I was like, he's gonna get stabbed in the eye or like inside the mouth or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then lo and behold, he gets that thing jammed in his eye, and I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, like I was like grabbing my eye and being like, oh god.
Like, there's a Saw movie where one of the traps or whatever, the guy, he's given an X-ray and he's told that the key to the trap he's in is like behind his eye.
Oh,
and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna fucking die. I can't.
I want to say it's the first one.
First or second. It was one of those. It was one of the really early ones. But
yeah,
I was just like,
it's the reverse bear trap one.
So yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so all those Saws, like I love watching them, and they don't make any sense after like the second one, but they make me squirm every time I watch them.
Yeah.
The other thing I don't like is the whole, like, they give him organic web shooters, but then they still do the thing that comes with the caveat of having mechanical web shooters, which is he can't shoot webs because he's getting old, because he has retrograde ejaculation problems. I don't know. It happens to old people.
What did Deadpool say? Limp dick of the claws or something?
Yeah, limp dick of the claws. Yeah, like limp dick of the web shooters. Like, I don't like.
There's not a Deadpool joke there. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, it just annoys me because it's like, why? The beauty of organic web shooters is you don't run out of web fluid, even though technically back for a short stint when he had him in the comics, it was like, oh, he has to eat a certain amount of like calories or something so his body can produce webbings. But still, it was just one of those like, okay, so we're just doing it because I don't know. It annoys me. It's just the little like Sony wanting to do organic web shooters that just annoys me.
Well, it was very much one of those, like, the writers needed that to happen. I mean, like, you've said that several times over. Like, you know, people, whoever wins a fight, it's because the writers needed that to happen. Kind of thing. And so,
yeah,
I took that the same thing here.
Yeah, I get that, but I guess I'm just saying, like, if I was the writer, I would, no, we're not doing that. That's fucking stupid. Throw that shit out.
Or at least done it to where, like, it's not the same when he's drunk. You know what I mean? As much as he drinks in this, like, make it to where, like, when he drinks, like, it throws it off or whatever.
Yeah,
like his aim's off. Or, yeah. It shoots off crooked or whatever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He still does this constant, he does it in the next episode, but he does this stupid fucking dead bug pose. I think it's when he gets beat up at the ball. Like, he just lays there and like sticks his arms and legs up in the air, and it's just like, why, Nick Cage? Why? Like, I like Nick Cage. I like when Nick Cage does weird stuff. Maybe it's just because I'm too close to Spider-Man, but I fucking hate him in this so much. I thought I would love it. I thought it was going to have some weird shit, but mostly be kind of cool, a little bit darker and edgier than most Spider-Man stories. But no, it was just bizarre from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you got your weird shit. And you got your darker stuff too, but I think they jumped the shark for you.
Yeah, they really did. They really did. The darker, weird shit happened all like last 2 episodes. They just put it all in those previous 2 episodes. I do like, there was one funny part where we learn, by the way, I want to say Janet is the GOAT of this series. She's just the GOAT of this series.
Yes.
Like, she's a better,
oh yeah.
Ben even says it, she's a better detective. But like, she's a better detective than him, all this stuff. But I love the flashback where she reveals that she knows he's been the Spider for however many years. And there's a flashback of him getting super wasted, like maybe not night after night, but throughout the years. And he's just revealed that he's the spider while inebriated to her.
Yeah. Well, and also in those scenes, we learned that the eyes are like flashlights.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah.
Because he kicks them on or whatever. Which,
which I still don't know how you can see with that. I don't know.
He didn't burn his eye sockets out.
Yeah. With those bulbs back then, yeah.
yeah.
The heat would burn your like eyebrows off. And then the other plot hole that really bothered me is after they cured Lonnie's like, well, I guess that's it for me. I'm just going to head up to Canada and look at Niagara Falls with my mom. And I'm like, what about Flint? Like, you can't call up Flint and be like, yo, we got a cure, man.
Oh, no, fuck Flint. He's too deep in it.
Clearly.
Like, nope, I'm out.
Clearly. He was good, like brothers at arms, but then as soon as he's cured, he's like, fuck that guy.
I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for him, so no.
Yeah. It was just very like, did they forget this or anyway?
I really liked towards the ending of it when they're all like, you're going in between like the mayor and Silvermane and all these characters and they start doing the panel work again. I like that. I thought that was cool the way that they finished that up and, told essentially the same story of like, get me Ben Reilly.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the very end of the episode.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
because I'm with you. Like, there wasn't a whole lot necessarily to this episode. Like, you had the bar fight scene, and then you had him as a spider, and then loses his organic web, and that really was it. Like, there wasn't a whole lot more.
They don't even explain why he loses his webbing, though. That's the other thing that's so annoying. It's just like, at least in Spider-Man 2, it's like a mental thing of like, he doesn't want to be Spider-Man anymore. So like, it just goes away. This one, they just go like, I don't know. It happens from time to time. And I'm like, okay, that's just lazy. That's just lazy.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, you could kind of say the same thing here because he didn't want to be the spider anymore. But at the same time, like, they didn't explain it. We shouldn't have to be theorizing why. So.
Yep.
Cool. Well.
That literally is all I have. Like, I have like just some like smart ass comments of like, Silvermane's an ass when he's talking about how like fighting is the point. And I'm like, okay, dude. Like, that was anyway. I'll talk about it in the next episode.
Well, I think this was part of the next episode when he was like talking to Kat, and he was giving her like a pep talk of like, don't take anything anybody's giving you because that's what they want you to have, kind of thing. Like, strive for more. And I'm like, you do realize you're giving her everything, and now you're telling her everything. And so, like, what's the point of her staying? Like, why are you doing insult to injury here?
Because it's bad writing.
Episode 8, The Man in the Mask. This is the finale. This is when all the stories come together, and Silvermane's got his guys to go and get Ben Reilly, and then there's a whole debacle with the cure and having to get it to Ben, and deals are made, people die. It's a whole thing. So, Jeremy, what is your whelming of this finale?
I'll say I'm whelmed with it. Again, like, it wasn't that great, but I liked him at least seeing kind of the throwdown between him and Megawatt and Sandman, that whole kind of thing. It wasn't the best fight necessarily either, but at least
I wouldn't even call it a throwdown.
Yeah. I guess with Nick Cage's but I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, like, it just wasn't. It wasn't that great, but I was, glad to see it all come to an end. You can take that whichever way you want to.
Me too, Jeremy. Me too.
Well, Richard, tell us. What do you think?
I wrote I was underwhelmed with the finale. I was like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it got like raving reviews, but I remember when it came out, everyone was like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. And I was like, I don't know how this got like it. Again, what I kind of said at the start is like, if you cut out the Spider-Man stuff and just try to review it on a noir like story, this sucks. Like, it's not even a good noir story. It's just all over. It feels like a modern day, just kind of like bog standard story for like Netflix or something. And then they just throw the noir like paint on it. And I was so disappointed with it. And that fight was just so lackluster. Anyway.
Let's see. I would say I was whelmed with it. I felt after the end of it, I was like, okay, like I could see people giving this a good rating when they got done with it, only because like you had those 2 episodes before it that were just like bring you down dull. And then you kind of, ramped it up with these last 2. But I don't think this, like, spoiler alert, I don't think it was enough to save the season though, or the series, or whatever this winds up being.
This will be a series. Like, this is the amount of money that they spent on this, and if it gets a season 2, they stupid as hell.
Spoiler. But yeah, I just I don't know. I was glad to see it done and over with, and I was like, okay, I mean, at least we got a better ending than I thought we were going to get. And at least we got, I guess, closure for most all the characters. It just, I don't know. It goes back to what I was saying the other day. Like, this is not like a rewatchable series, and this isn't. I don't know. This, I just wish they'd done it better.
Yeah, I can get behind that. I wish they'd done it better.
There's a spot where Silvermane's goons go and pick up Reilly, and they bring him to the bar, and Silvermane has got an idea. Since Megawatt recognizes Ben as the guy that helped release them all, as that he may be the Spider, and so Silvermane was threatening to kill Cat because the Spider wouldn't let somebody just die. Did y'all think that Silvermane was actually gonna like kill her?
I mean, I thought so. Maybe like is well, I don't know if she was actually going to die, but I never believed she was going to die, but I believe that something was going to happen, possibly just to whether it be from the Spider or from Flint. Obviously, they were kind of leaning into probably Flint doing something there, but yeah, I didn't ever expect her to actually die.
Yeah. I think I was rooting for her to die. I don't really like Cat at all in the series.
No.
And she's not even like a cool femme fatale but I don't know. I was like, okay, cool. Like I was so done but like the penultimate episode had just put me in a bad mood that I was just like, I don't care. Like, just sure, kill her. Why not? Do it. I dare you. Like, but like legitimately, if I'm like putting that aside, I think I would have said that like, if not MJ was like still alive, then yes, maybe she would die. But since we've already had a love interest killed, I could see them like mortally wounding her, but then she recovers by the end of it. But yeah.
Oh, see, she was already clearly was still with Flint. I did think we were going to have some kind of a tragic ending, though, between the two of them. Like, I firmly thought that one of those 2 characters, either Flint or Cat, was going to die. Because I was like, surely they can't have a happy ending. Like, with going through all this story or whatever, surely that we're not going to, like, allow them to have the ending they're supposed to have. Like, either that vial is going to get used on somebody else, or Flint's going to die, or Cat's going to, like, somebody's going to die.
Yeah, that never crossed my mind, because when the vials started like dropping like flies, like one of them got broke and I think another one got messed up or something. Yeah. I was like, okay, so it's probably going to come down to he has one vial left and he's got to choose between putting it on himself or giving it to Flint so Cat and Flint can have their happy ending. And I was just like, that's probably how it's going to go down. But like the other thing that just really annoyed me was like how Flint was just still all about fighting the spider and like working for Silvermane, even though Silvermane was like ready to just blow off Cat's head. Like,
right. Yeah.
I was like, you are bulletproof, dude. Like, you are made of sand. Just fucking kill Silvermane right then and there.
Which, I mean, I guess is kind of what Megawatt was.
Yeah, like he wouldn't have stopped him.
Yeah.
Oh no, he would have encouraged him.
Yeah.
He would have been. Can we say outside of Janet, Megawatt is definitely another star of this TV show?
Yeah, no, the three stars, the three standout amazing people in this show are Janet, Megawatt, and that little kid. Like,
who the fuck is that little bastard anyways?
I don't know. He's really good though. That's all I'm saying. He's just really good at his role. But yeah, the guy that plays Megawatt is absolutely chewing the scenery. I love a villain that chews the scenery, and he's just swinging for the fences, and he's fucking fantastic in the role. I love it. I want to see him more. Honestly, I want to see more of him more than I want to see Spider-Man Noir.
Right. Hey, this is the Sonyverse.
Oh, fuck, you're right. Oh, God. Oh, no. No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You heard it here, folks. First, I'm just saying, if we get it, it's all Richard's fault. It just takes one vote. I'll have to agree. Janet, Megawatt, and for me, I think it's Robbie. Like, I really like Robbie. I like the way he was wrote. I like the way he portrayed everything. That he had a serious side. He had his funny side. He had some funny like dialogue that I never wrote down to like actually talk about. But there was one where like him and Janet were sitting there talking, and Ben came in drunk or whatever one episode, and they just kind of just gave him so much shit. Mm-hmm. And especially one where he's like, "Who am I?" And he was like fumbling around picking something up, and he's like, "I'm you." And he walked out.
Yeah, I did like Robbie. He kind of felt out of time to me. He felt like he was in a different era than the one that they were in. But that was just me.
I think I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I could see that.
The other thing that drove me absolutely insane is after the whole, like, first off, I made the stupid joke of, well, I guess the cat is out of the bag.
Oh, my word.
But after the whole, like, Silvermane pulls the gun on her, it's all revealed that she was the mole, or not the mole, the person that hired Addison to kill him. And then he, all the fight breaks out. Ben has his spider powers again. Cat gets the gun, and I'm assuming is going to shoot Silvermane, and then decides to just not shoot him for like a good 20 minutes while everyone's just watching Spider-Man fight Sandman and Megawatt. And I was just like, what? Like, I just wrote down in all caps, I was like, Cat, fucking shoot him. What are you doing?
Well, and I even wrote down, like, she's a good shot. Like, most of the time you'll see somebody, shooting one of these shows, and of course they miss, but she, like, picked it up, and she shot one guy that was trying to shoot, Spider-Man, and then I think she shot another guy, and then she went after Silvermane. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, at least she's a good shot. Like,
yeah. Yeah, and then that whole interaction with him and I really thought, when he was running away, I'm like, oh my God. is Silvermane gonna go get in like a robotic, like a steampunk looking like robot suit? Because in the comics, he doesn't have a robot suit. He's literally just an old man with like his head on like a robotic body. And I was like, oh my God, are we gonna get something like that? No, we don't get anything like that. And I was just like, this is lame. This is like so stupid with the funhouse mirrors and everything. And
I know. That like scenario has been so overdone.
Yes.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
It's so annoying.
Yes.
Yeah. You mentioned the suit, and I thought something was going to come of that too, only because I'd heard you talking about it, and Megawatt was like, "What are you going to do?" And like calling him out, and he's like, "I don't play games," or whatever the case was. And I was like, "Oh shit, are we going to see something?" And no, he can't do anything, so he just fucks off.
Yeah. It's a $400 million show, and we couldn't even get like some cool, fantastical things. Like, I'm just like, I'm just like screaming at the TV. I legitimately thought, though, Robbie was dead when I skipped over it, but Robbie comes and impersonates the Spider to kind of help cover Ben's, like the Megawatt and Silvermane kind of putting 2 and 2 together. I enjoyed that a little bit, like how the villains aren't stupid. They're like, wait a minute, you were there at the same thing, and we all have, like, the Spider has powers, and we all have, wait a minute, you're the fucking Spider. Like, I appreciate that, because in a typical superhero movie, they wouldn't figure that out.
Right.
But then Robbie comes dressed up like the Spider, and he comes to like throw all that off for a split second. And then Megawatt like fries him. And I was like, because he's done it to security guards and police officers and all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, is Robbie dead?
Well, and he stabs him with the syringe too. And I'm like, what effect does that have on him? Could that be the reverse? Or is he going to all of a sudden have spider power? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Maybe. I would imagine, it was made from his blood. Maybe there's like oh God, I don't even want to put this on the air. Maybe there's a second season where he gets powers and he's like the new Spider, like he's, I don't know, I'm trying to think of, he's like the Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider. Thank you. I couldn't, I just thanked myself. What am I doing? He's the Scarlet Spider, and like him and Ben Reilly go around doing things or something. I don't know. I don't want that though. I gotta be honest with you. I don't want to see that.
That's funny. I liked his impersonation of Nicolas Cage's voice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was humorous.
Yeah. When he does the phone call one, I thought that was the best part. The one in the mask sounded weird to me. That whole interaction when he's like as the Spider was just kind of awkward, but I know it's intended to, but it was just like, I don't know if this is funny or if it's just awkward. There's the thing that I mentioned about like, why the fuck is Flint still even fighting the Spider at this point? Like, it just absolutely drove me nuts. They eventually take the fight outside in front of Broadway, I think.
Megawatt was making it sound.
Yeah. Megawatt chews the scenery there. I love it. He makes this big grandiose speech about how he's been wanting to make it on Broadway and all this stuff. And again, I don't understand why like Sandman didn't team up to take down Megawatt. But the other thing is Sandman, he can get turned into glass. I get that with lightning, that's how people make these like glass sculpture type things, but that's typically not a weakness, because if he shatters, it just becomes basically sand again. It's just like small, like bigger chunks of sand essentially. So that wouldn't technically work. You'd have to like make him glass and then just leave him there, and then he's like immobile.
Yeah, like what they did in Doctor Doom.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that terrible. I did like, and maybe this is where all the budget went to. I did like when Ben uses the 2 cars and turns Sandman into cat litter.
Right? Damn. Yeah. And I think that's literally what I said when he slammed these 2 cars together, made a Sandman sandwich, and I was like, "Damn!" Like, because he just exploded.
He did. I was watching it in black and white, and I was just like, "Is that like gore? Is that blood? Like, I don't know. I can't tell."
Yeah. I need to know what you think about this, Richard.
Okay.
And I think this is actually in the last episode, but for whatever reason I wrote it for this episode. But he's getting the vials ready, and he says something about, one for himself.
Mm-hmm.
And he's talking with Janet, and Robbie's there as well, and he makes the comment, because with no power, there's no responsibility. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I hate it, but this isn't like we've established at this point that this guy is not the typical. He's not even called Peter Parker. Like, I heard a rumor that he took the title of Ben Reilly because he was going to take Peter Parker as like a new name to change his identity, but none of that fucking happened. Or did I miss it? Did I like sleep through it? Like, I don't know.
So the only thing, and we didn't even talk about it on that episode, I don't even remember what actually it's okay. So it had to do with Fabar and
the scientist.
Yeah. And I want to say that she was saying, or Ogden said during the talks that they would have found him sooner had he not changed his name.
Okay.
But
so it was like blink it and you'll miss it.
Right. That's all that I remember ever seeing about a name. That is it.
Yeah.
And like, they didn't even say if you hadn't changed your name from Peter Parker to Ben Reilly. They just straight up said if you hadn't changed your name. So like, no Peter Parker was even dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really hoping by the end of the series, when we see the new like Private Eye logo, it was going to say Peter Parker on there. But I was just like, okay. But yeah, no, I mean, this tracks for that, like kind of what y'all were saying, where this kind of tracks with the Spider-Man about how like he just doesn't care. Like, and it's just, I don't know. It's just one of those like, it's not my Spider-Man. I don't like it. I hate it. It's okay for depending on the type of story, but this one just soured in my stomach. It started off like, okay, I could see maybe enjoying this, and then it just progressively just got where I was like, ugh, I don't like this at all.
Yeah. Well, and he even makes a comment. One of the comments that I didn't like, when Robbie was like questioning him about being the Spider, and he says, did you do it because you wanted the clout and all? He's like, no, I didn't want all the clout. It just made me feel good. And I'm like, I don't know that that's necessarily, like, I don't feel like those are Peter Parker vibes either. That Parker just does it because he feel like, I feel like Parker, it goes back to the whole with great power comes great responsibility. And so Parker does it because like he feels like that's his job. That's what he's supposed to do. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah, he does it because it's the right, like the Civil War line where they kind of change it is like, if bad things happen and you have the ability to stop them and you don't, those bad things happen because of you. And like, that's just a great way to sum it all up. His character at the core of him is like, that's who he is. And that's why I love, like, I know everyone shits on, well, I don't know, a lot of people are turning over a new leaf, but a lot of people at the start shit on Tom Holland, calling him like mini Iron Man or Iron Lad and stuff like that. But I was just like, nah, this is so much better as like a Spider-Man character than what we've gotten in the past. But yeah, I didn't really like it, but it wasn't so jarring to me at that point. Plus, I want to say, didn't he say that in like a monologue in the first episode? I know it's been like a month now at this point since we've seen that, but
oh yeah, I've slept since then.
Jeremy, do you remember? I think you've got a pretty good memory when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah, he said it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, thank you. You heard it here, folks.
That's great.
But the thing, like the fight, again, I've talked about it in the past, but the like Megawatt and Sandman, I don't know their age, but it feels like a bunch of old men fighting.
Yes.
Like it's so lackluster. Like it's Spider-Man. He should be swinging around, bouncing off of things, like swing kicking people in the face, doing backflips, all sorts of stuff. And I'm like, you had $400 million. Like, what? Like, get a stunt man if you don't want. Like, you don't need to have Nick Cage in the costume.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was thinking earlier whenever I was kind of giving my whelming, like, because that was the issue with it just all seemed like it was just so slow and clunky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say, like, well, I mean, I guess Nick Cage is older, but at the same time, I mean, you can easily get, like you said, a stunt double or somebody to do some of the extra things. It doesn't have to be anything, obviously. Like, I get that they're partly playing the whole that he is getting older. He is in the storyline too, that he is getting older and slower, a little bit slower, things like that. But still, so you don't have to do as much craziness as like the Marvel movies and stuff with him flying around everywhere. But you could at least done a little bit more than what he did. I don't know. It's just something to step it up a little bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I personally want the crazy stuff in like the Marvel things because that's just who he is. Even when he's like washed up, he's still able to do that because he has the, if a spider was the size of a man, he has the same strength as that. So like he should be able to still kind of do that, even if he's got bad knees now. He's got those hydraulic fluid spider leg things.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another movie or TV show that was like spitting out? Oh, it was fucking Peacemaker that was spitting out animal facts and shit like that. That's how we started this last episode off at the bar, was the muscles and Spider-Man's spider legs.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, if there's a video of like some scientist used like a dead spider and like a syringe to like create like a claw to like pick things up, where they like push fluid through it and it'll like contract its legs, and then they like release the fluid and they can use it to like pick things up. It's fucking gross and weird.
Oh, that is weird.
The ending, like the conclusion to that fight was just like, well, yep, that'll do it. That'll kill him, I guess. I'm Michael. I know we didn't see a body. Like, but I was just like, yep, that'll do it. I don't like, just throw him in front of a subway. Just so not like interesting at all. Like, I thought maybe they would cure him or have him not fry, but like discharge his electricity so he's like back to normal, and then they could cure him. Something interesting. Nope, they just throw him in front of a subway.
Very much a fuck it, this is taking too long.
Yeah. It really was. Like, the writers were just like, fuck it, and he throws him in front of a subway. Done.
Or is he?
Yeah.
Backed by popular Richard demand. Megawatt.
I mean, like I said, I would be fine with him, but I don't want any more villain-centric spider people.
I got one more favorite Janet moment. This is probably my last note that I got, and it's at the very beginning of the episode when she's meeting with Kat, and Kat's explaining this plan about, didn't even get a chance to start explaining this plan about how she wants to get the vial to be able to get it to both Megawatt and Sandman. Janet walks in and slaps her. And she's like, that's forbidden. She's like, okay, I deserve that. And then she slaps her again from the other side. She's like, that's for me.
Yeah. I wrote, you get her, Janet.
Yes.
You get her. The ending was just the whole wrapping everything up. Like Flint's cured. Kat has a talk with Ben. She says a line of like, I think in another universe you and I could be together, and it's like a wink wink, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You get it? And he's like, oh, you're gonna keep a guy on the hook even though you're with someone else. And anyway, it was just a nothing ending. It was just it was a very like, we don't know if we're gonna get a second season. Please don't get a second season. And we're just gonna wrap everything up in a tight little, I would say a neat bow, but it was so messy. So just a tight bow.
Terrible.
And I assume that was Silvermane's funeral that they were at.
Yes.
Yeah, I assume that as well, but that's the only person I could think of.
Why the fuck?
I couldn't tell you.
Just to make sure?
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
He doesn't come out of the casket like as a robot man.
Yeah, it's a robot man. That would have made it for me, I'm not gonna lie. If he
just
came out of the
popped out of there.
casket as an Irish robot man. Absolutely.
No, I wanted that. I wanted something like I said, metahumans or mutants or whatever superpowered people are popping up around the city. The Spider's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? And he does this whole investigation. The end of the series leads to Silvermane. Silvermane's just a guy, but then he like eventually gets this like mech steam-powered steampunk looking suit, and he fights the Spider that way. And we get, maybe instead of doing Lonnie, we get Hammerhead instead, since we're going to get in my opinion, a better Lonnie in Brand New Day, because I really don't like the weird armadillo looking Lonnie at all. It would have been cool to maybe get like the Lizard or somebody else instead of just lightning and sand, like kind of like elemental people. It'd been cool to get some more animal type people. Don't do the Rhino. Rhino's overplayed. But yeah, it was sad. I was sad.
Well, I think we're pretty clear. We need to know from Jeremy. You've made it very certain that like you do not want a second season. I do not want a second season as well. However, Jeremy, we don't know from you though. What do you think? Should this get a second season or not?
Absolutely not.
Where would you want it to go?
Huh?
If it was a second season, where would you want it to go?
In the trash.
Jeez. Nice.
I mean, it really was like, it sucked because I wanted it to be good, but like, you know what?
Yeah.
Whenever I came down to watching it, I was like, I gotta watch this episode now. And that's not fun. Yeah, yes, it was that feeling.
Yeah, between this, the unfortunate Supergirl, the time runs out. Like for us, I don't know about our listeners. Hopefully, y'all are having a good time. But for us, it's very like, I need a win, man.
Yeah, I know.
I need something to like. I feel like a beaten man right now.
That's what what I was saying before was like, I really hope that a Brand New Day is great, because we really need that like reset there, something to just be like, hey, that was great, and actually know what it feels like to be happy watching something. So.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be hyped, but the more and more I see stuff, I'm like, I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty hyped as well. So, and that's even with it being Spider-Man. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
that's a very like stamp of approval for you.
Well, I'm assuming none of us are recommending this either.
right.
Yeah. Yeah, like honestly, I knew you were gonna ask this, and like I was like trying to think of some like because I was like, oh, if you like Nick Cage and you like weird Nick Cage, but like in my opinion, you don't like. Go watch Longlegs. Go watch Pig. I'm trying to think of other stuff. I forget that one with him and Pedro Pascal, but it's got like a long, like the impossible weight of huge, great talent, or I don't fucking know what the name of it is. But anyway, go watch that. Like, don't watch this. If you like noir stories, don't go watch this.
Yeah,
it sucks.
nah.
If you like Spider-Man stuff, don't go watch this. It sucks. Like, yeah, I just don't. I don't. It's just a for me.
I'm honestly the same. Like I can't think of a good reason why. It's an open shut book, so like maybe if you're bored, but surely to God you can find something better to do with your time.
Yeah,
take this up. Like there's what maybe 3 episodes that are like any kind of count.
mm-hmm.
Like and I know that's almost half the season, but still, like it's just I'm with y'all. I don't think it's worth getting invested in at all and waste 8 hours of your life doing it.
Yeah.
So
if anything, just watch like the highlight clips on like a YouTube channel.
Cool. Well, next week I was so terrified to announce this when you were just like, we need a win. Everything's been so bad lately.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, oh no.
You know what? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe I'm going to be very optimistic. Maybe it's going to be fucking amazing.
It may be. Here's to hope. I hope everything that comes through here is fucking amazing. Honestly, I really do.
Same.
Well, we got an indie creator who has reached out to us, and they have a book that is called 10. And we're going to take a look at it. They asked if we would review it, and we said yes. So come with us next week. They're going to have a GoFundMe for this book as well. So we'll have next week. We'll have a link to that if you're interested in it. But just remember, it's going to be all spoilers. So, but hey, why not take a look at an indie? Like a true indie here, y'all. True. So in the meantime, Jeremy, where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO, and you can find me here.
Awesome. Richard?
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter and Instagram, a Blue Skies, and a Threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day and night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, possibly TikTok, we'll see, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
Awesome. You can find me on Instagram at eBay and Shortbox22_comics. You also find me on YouTube at 22 Comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. Well, that being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Goodbye, Jeremy. Goodbye.